everybody, we're back with more Monster Train. No Stygian champion. Stygian allied, that's okay. No Stygian champion, please. Alright, Stygian allied it is. Alright, he'll devour your spells. Get ready for that. I do like playing a spell deals 2 damage to a random enemy unit. And then... it's tough. This is a really tough one. I do think Rejuvenate is a little better. Hopefully we can get Revenge afterwards. I kind of like playing as the Awoken Champion now that I know not to put them in the back line. Haha. But really. Sorry for the straw sound. Just making sure I maintain optimum caffeine levels. Check this out. Ooh, there's 2 damage. Ooh. Oof. Oof. It's gotta hurt. You're dead, brother. Way to go, dummy. Where do you put a train steward? Behind the first unit seems like, or behind your tank seems most sensible. You are almost dying, which sucks. But we have so many free spells. Like, this is awesome. I think we don't need Restoration Detonation right now. Well, we didn't have so many free spells. We had literally 1 free spell. Which we could have actually casted up there and gotten the damage and then used the damage spell down here. That's fair. That's fair. And we'll do this, and we're hoping to hit you. We're gonna do it again. It did not hit you. That's a bummer. But at the same time, we toasted him pretty good. So you're done. And you need one of these and one of these. And why not put a train steward up a floor? This looks... compared to the calculus we were trying to do with our other units, I feel like this is much more positive. We did kind of... we drew all of our dead weights on the same turn, which is a bummer. But at the same time, this is a little bit better. So we will put another train steward out there. Now you're taking 20. I don't mind the pyre taking 3 damage. Realistically, I think to slow you down a little bit more is better. You're gonna hit the pyre. It would be nice if we could have you only hit it once, at least. I don't know if that's gonna be realistic. My god. Oh, but we had to put the regen on them. So they're still gonna hit it twice. But still. I was Galaxy Brain. For a moment, I was pure Galaxy Brain. I really do like Wildwood Sap still. It's really good value. The more free spells we have, I think I mean, it is free. It does take up space in hand, but you know what I mean. I love the Spike Boy as well. I love the Spike Boy. I love to boogie on the disco. You know that one? I think we're going to go with the Frostbite. I don't think we're going to need it that much. Oh my god. I really feel like the large stone, working with our tank, makes them super, super tough to kill. This does make you a nasty sweeper, but most of your damage is done anyway, just by the frostbite over time. I think we want a large tank, and that's gonna make things super nasty for relentless waves. Even just a boss, if we play our cards right, is gonna have a hard time there. By the way, I apologize. It's been a long day. There we go. That's where we want the camera to be. Spikes is bad because we have a sweeping unit, but it's not that bad. Cold Celia has 15 HP. She can last for a while before we get too concerned. So, I think you definitely prefer this unit at the bottom now. And then, we can't play anything else there, which sucks. However, we can do that. And we'll be dropping, probably Frozen Lance. Then we'll be putting you here, Cold Celia just behind you. And we really want you to get as tanky and as spiky and as everything as possible. So you're doing fantastically down here. You're both dying, which is all I could ask for. We could kill both of you with one more spell, which I actually think is probably conducive to keeping our units alive up here. And then you're just going to keep getting stronger and stronger. A brief respite. Really, We'd really rather have this for next turn, but we can do this. You dump probably a Frozen Lance, and then play this, and then play it, play it, play it again. It would be nice to stop you. Okay, that'll work. We just want you to heal, and then I don't know. I guess you put a Train Steward up a floor just in case something sneaks by. But this is totally fine for the time being. So you do something like this, and dump this garbage, and then something like this. Oh my god, dude! Oh my god! All right, like I said, it's gonna be hard for any unit, especially a boss, to get through that. I say especially a boss because at least a normal unit just rises above it. And I think we could totally play with Razor Sharp Edge now. It's tough because this is free. It doesn't really work with any of our other cards that much. I guess it works with Restoration Detonation. I kind of feel like we take nothing, though, and don't rely on spell weakness here. But I could be mistaken. The next thing we want for certain is Capacity. I think an Animus would be a nice touch. Alright, so that is the Animus we want. They're going to suck for now, but they'll get there. They'll get there. I don't think a second Wildwood Sap is a bad thing. Our deck's getting a little chunky, but it's chunky in maybe a good way. And I think the Hellhorn still has the best abstract stuff for us. Like, this is really good. This, not so much. I would say 25 armor is what we're looking for. For one energy that's solid, plus we get the incant triggers off of it. I feel like, dude, I feel bad for how the last episode went. That it was a half an hour long and we never felt comfortable. But I also think Stygian Melting is a horrible combination. They both tend to have weak units that pop off in aggregate. So this time, we do not have our tank. However, let me just get started here. As I was going to say, I think we have the ability to set up. The Animus, it won't fit. I think the Animus goes on what I'm going to ruthlessly call the garbage floor. And I'm not going to heal you. Let's just put that on you. The garbage floor with the rest of the Train Stewards. And we're looking for Thornlord. Thornlord has thankfully shown up. We definitely want Cole Celia, who is going to fit one floor up. That's nice. Let's dump a Train Steward. With only 2 energy remaining, we will play Cole Celia. And it's a tough decision, but I really think you getting the armor is probably the best thing for us. We'll do that just to preserve you. You're not dying, huh? That's kind of incredible. Alright, that's better. That's also very good. We need this Thornlord to pog off, and I think the pogs are just merely beginning as we speak. That's what you like to see. You're only taking 6 damage. You're only taking 2 damage. I think we'd like to stop you, so if we could do like this, and then hopefully, oh, you only do 2 damage. Our Animus will just live. Yeah, that's fine. So we're totally... Well, we'll start here. Stop hitting the boss. Don't worry, I got him figured out. There we go. That's more along the lines of what we're looking for. And then we'll keep that going. And then we'll keep that going. It really did just hit the boss. Wait, is this Animus quick? Not quick. Not yet, at least. Alright, so again, I'm sure you don't need me to tell you, but nobody's making it out of here. Because our Spike Lord is just too strong. And then if we get capacity, we can even put like the Animus behind. And if we can upgrade the Animus, this is a lot of damage output on the first floor. So I do think that this might be the time for spreading spores. This is the problem for me now. We have one good floor, one amazing floor on the bottom. Then we got a middle floor that's kind of struggling to find its identity, but doing relatively okay. Would you put another Incanter up there so that maybe you get the value of that? If we have a Revenge unit, it has to go on the top floor, and then it doesn't really have a lot of time for its Frostbite to work. So I actually think that maybe this is Nameless Siren's time. And we want the capacity so we can fit a unit behind the big tank. I think we reasoned this out properly. We're blessed with like a really strong run to begin with that should hopefully get better. And I think for now we're good on units, though people may disagree a little. I do think Jack Strips is really good. We're looking for revenge on our champion. Or spikes on our champion. I think just getting the 10 spikes is not worth as much as the extra 15 damage. And then in terms of spells, or what we'd get rid of, I think for now we can start to purge these train stewards for sure. We're gonna have a lot of money for our next shop. And I'm here for it. I mean, I think this is going really well. Every floor. This is a hell rush. We don't need to worry about our score. Our score is the Covenant rank. Now. No Spike Lord at the bottom. Are we okay with that? Or would we rather just set up here? I think we'd rather set up here. Let's stay true to our philosophy here. Might seem like, oh, why would you use Wildwood Sap? Well, we still get 5 turns of doing 30 damage to the front enemy. Plus we got 2 incant triggers on the Nameless Siren. And we still have space for Cold Celia at the back. Meow. So I accept we will take pyre damage here. That's nice. You're gonna not be frostbitten enough to die, but I can live with that. So I'm gonna let you live. And I'm going to give our sweeper a little bit more damage. Which will then mean that the frostbite will kill this unit before the top. So my dream is that by doing that, hopefully, not on that unit, but on other units in the future, we're saving pyre damage. So we want you. And now we got a floor that's doing some serious work. And this floor, if possible, we really want to focus on getting the spikes to start to work. What are you healing? Oh, off of the healer. Who would have thought? But you're gonna die to Jack Strips on the next floor, so I would like to make sure that you die. And it gives us an incant trigger as well. It's solid. We needed this. You guys are both dying, which is incredible news. You're taking 3 damage, nobody cares. We'll avoid the pyre damage. And we seem to be off to the races right now. Hate this, obviously, but, well, I mean, it's a great opportunity to get a bunch of incants. Then we'll probably just give you more spikes and also a boatload of armor. Nothing's making it through that bottom floor for the time being. You're making it through with 2 HP? You had to make me look like a fool, huh? Now you're dead. How do you feel about that? Who's the fool now? Not that this matters, it's just like, I think it's a good idea to give it a try. You know, just to try to play as appropriately as possible right here. It took a while. It would be really nice to get our Animus stronger. That's our major problem right now. There's lots of good stuff here. Usually my philosophy, quite frankly, is if we have an empty floor that does nothing, Wildwood Custodian is a nice bonus. Guardian's Amulet, of course, works incredibly if you can get an offering token to work with it. But I think maybe Preserve is a little bit higher yield for us. The frozen nature of it is maybe not that important. And my god. We're gonna have a fat deck here. Sting cards get plus 20 magical power. Or X cards get better value. We have literally no X cards. I don't think this is an incredible get, but let's take those Sting cards. So holdover. Really, I think that offering token is your free spell enabler every turn, which is awesome. And then, call me, you know what? Making our spreading spores cheaper so that it's always cheap is amazing. And then let's refresh. I was just gonna say, if we could remove consume on either the sap or the thorns, that would be awesome. But I think the sap is what we're looking for. So then we'll also make the sap that's not consumed a reasonable price. And removal has to happen a little faster. And we've got a lot to remove. I might even suggest, and we'll spend our money on getting this out of our deck, but I would also suggest that maybe removal should be our #1 focus moving forwards, because our deck is already good. I think we can live with this, dude. I think we can live with that. No, the deck is bloated, but good. If we could just trim the fat a little bit, we're going to be left with, like, all killer, no filler. So we want to draw tank turn 1. It happened. But unfortunately, we have no means to really do any real damage to you. So you're just going to take a nasty hit on turn 1, which is pretty bad. I guess we should have put the Animus behind you. Oh, I forgot about jack strips. Okay, that turned out better than it had any right to. That's also nice. You're dying. You know... Well, let's set up our incant like this then. Why not? We got a little double incant floor going on here. So you guys, we'll talk about you in a second here. Love this. Let's dump Frozen Lance. Love this. Let's dump Restore. Okay, so we got 3 spells we know we're gonna play. You guys are both gonna make it. I would love to stop you, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think our best play is to ensure it happens less in the future, so let's get our Spike Lord, like, balling out of control. And you know what? Let's have our champ start to deal some actual damage, and we'll put more armor on Spiky Boy. So this is an admission that our Pyre is going to take some hits, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the Animus dying. We just need to make sure these guys die faster. You're going to get Harvest triggers, but you're going to get them no matter what, so... Why not? Alright, I think we're pogging up. It's just gonna take us some time to manifest it, and our Pyre took a lot of damage in the process. So ideally, okay, this is pretty solid. Spell shield, dude. Okay, you're toasted. That's what we're looking for. You become impossible to kill, and we get a super heal. And you're actually becoming quite strong as well. 32-15. I was just gonna say we have Stealth Boss, and Stealth Boss is, like, difficult, annoying. However, you can see we're getting through it here. We need to get through our deck faster. And you're done. You're just done, dude. That's incredible. So yeah, we need to remove probably like 8 cards. I'm sorry I'm fuzzy. There we go. We need to remove like 8 cards from this deck. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 10 times the amount of spikes on friendly units. If this wasn't the time, when would be the time? And I definitely think Frenzied Swarm is incredible. They keep adding cards. We're adding great cards so that we can remove not so great cards. So we will be... Oh, but I really want to make our Animus stronger. I really want to make this Animus stronger, dude. Quick? I mean, quick on the Animus is pretty good as well. It makes up for a real lack of HP. Get this Train Steward out. We shouldn't be able to afford one more. Plus 25. I think plus 25 works fine on maybe Nameless Siren. And maybe you'll give me the opportunity to remove a card. I'll give you health. I'll give you health. I'll give you health. Incant abilities trigger an additional time. Yoink. That seems pretty amazing. So we're on second boss. This is a fast run. Mostly because the bosses never make it past the first floor, and all we have to do is play our cards. Okay, Spell Shield 5 on Guardians, and the boss empowers units with armor. That's not good, because armor is kind of... Like, our ability to kill enemies in one turn is kind of our sore spot. But this is a pretty solid start. I don't want to discard anything, so we're going to discard Preserve, as ridiculous as it seems, because we really need to get our floor set up properly for the future. I can live with that. Jackstrip's doing good work, doing good work. So the Animus now is still going to go at the top. We need damage at the top. We are going to do this, and this is an easy one to dump, which I'm thankful for. You're taking a bunch of damage. We're not going to Bramble Lash because you got nothing going on now. But your incants are going strong. Your incants are going strong. And Bramble Lash, in another life, you're going to be an incredible card for us. So you guys have armor, which is really bad. But it's just going to take time. Nameless Siren should have been played first, but this is also still completely okay. The spell shield is annoying, quite frankly. So we'll just daze you. And we're starting to chunk through this a little bit. We need a unit or something to protect our Animus. And I actually don't know if we're gonna get it. I for sure want you guys to take a ton of damage. A ton of damage. So, I hate your freaking spell shields, dude. I just hate it. You all got the spell shield, so I think we just try to slow you down right here. That's at least helpful for the future. But your spell shields are not fun. I wish you would get rid of them. You're taking 66. Nothing we can do here, unfortunately. So, I think we're about to take, like, a lot of pyre damage. Enough to possibly create, like, a real issue. That's probably worse that we did that. But I think we have no choice, really, but to focus on dealing with things upstream right now. Slowing the enemies down as much as possible as they move up. I'm just really hoping we live through this part right here. We'll start up another one. That one hurt. We just... The extra armor was enough. And we should have put our Animus down at the bottom, maybe. That one hurts me and cuts me deep to the core, to be quite frank with you, because if there's, and it's, we're getting to that point of the series, I guess, where the frustrations are present. And we get Melting Umbra, which I think is fantastic. I hate that, and it's my own fault. Oh, beautiful. I hate that sometimes you can have a run that's just like perfect. Hold on, we can't bring anything back from the dead yet. Do we have any consume? We have 2 consume cards. You know what, let's try this. Pyre health is more important as you get higher and higher. But I hate that you can have a run that's like, everything's perfect, and then it all falls apart. Like, on one floor, where basically it's like, hello camera, hello, I'm here, thank you. But I recognize my own agency and all that, of course. So I don't know if our Rector is going to live long enough to torch the boss. Is there a burnout morsel? The answer is no, by the way. See how much damage we can get out here. I'm not sweating that. Little bit of pyre damage, I'm not sweating it. Really wanted it to be you. So thanks for the energy. Well, I will say, if you descend this unit, at least they're gonna do less damage to the pyre when they get up there. You're gonna make it, but you're not gonna do any damage when you get there. So we need like a train steward on this floor. We need like maybe a heavy train steward floor and then just stall. Because we don't have our Rector anymore, which is obviously a bit of a problem. I like that. Feel like I like this. 14 damage, huh? And then like 28 damage. This one I'm just playing for pyre health, I'll be quite frank with you. It's not a great start. But I think there's cause for, let's not call it a celebration, but I think there's not a terrible reason to be too afraid right now. What we're really looking for is a card that allows our Rector to come back from the dead, or alternatively, a card that... that was not... They're dazed, dude. Oh my god. A card that makes their burnout extend. Alright, we lived. I'm happy we took the Pyre Health Relic, let's put it that way. Then this is okay, because we needed Reform more than a consumable burnout card. We don't have Gorge synergy, so I think targeted damage was also a sore spot for us in that one. But I actually think we're pretty okay right now. I would like a Gorgeable unit, because we have all these Shade Splitters we're not doing anything with. I still can't believe we've never won with a Morsel Maker. But I'm gonna trust the data on this one. I don't think these warrant the removal of Consume, quite frankly. That's pretty good. To be able to play Mind Collapse for 0 is gonna do a lot for us. Dripfall I see as being so situational for the time being that we really don't need to make it cheaper, because it's kind of either worth playing or it's not. But I might be incorrect in that assumption. Non-boss enemy units get +4. It's not really that bad in theory, because our Rector is so strong. We need to have a way to kill the Haste units. That's really the principal issue. And dunk. I mean, these guys are tanky as all heck right now. Not really much I could do to stop you on this one, so enjoy yourselves. I would prefer if you didn't get hasted. I'll leave it at that. Presents kind of a difficult issue here. At least we're getting a kill there. The lifesteal seems apropos, and I guess we'll get these out here for future floors, because this first one's a little bit gummed up. Thank God we're on brief respite. Okay, you're all dying. That's fantastic news. I think we would like to have you Gorge, and then just put this on you for Pyre Health. We might as well put this down here. And Molded, bring him. Oh my god, it's a Morsel Maker, dude. Sure. Oh, we can't. Okay, these guys are all dying, so congratulations. Our draft will be eating to get a damage shield on the turn in which they're also burning out. First floor, not amazing, and they're going to be hasted, so our second floor is going to be completely bypassed, which means this one's in the books. That means this one's in the books. At least it happened early. Pog. Just work with me. Taking 9 damage. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Alright, well, I've learned a valuable lesson. That valuable lesson is that Covenant rank 18, pretty hard. Pretty hard. I gave it the old college try. I'll see you next time. See ya.